You're listening to the Email Expert Podcast, where you get real examples, real strategies, and expert advice with your host, Daniel Dayette.
Hey there, this is Dan, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to do my Email Expert Podcast live from Facebook. I don't know anybody else who's ever done that before, but I thought it'd be neat. I found a way to do all that, so I'm going to be telling my email list about that too. But anyway, so let's dig in. So last episode we gave some big tips on how you can find a starving market. So if you missed it, go and check that out. You can find it on iTunes at Email Expert Podcast or at emailexpertpodcast.com. Episode sponsor, funneltracker.com. Just want to talk about that for a second. That, you know, if you've got multiple pieces of software that you're trying to track through a funnel, go check that out. Funneltracker.com. Create a custom dashboard for your marketing and track any software. So the title of today's podcast is How to Destroy Relationships with Affiliate Emails. Now, that might sound kind of crazy, but I'll tell you what really, really frustrates me as a consumer, and I guarantee you it frustrates other people as well. So say you sign up to somebody you really like. You sign up to their newsletter, and you're thinking, man, I just can't wait to get some really cool stuff from this guy. You know, he's a mentor, he's a friend, he's cool, whatever, right? And you sign up, and you're, you know, and maybe you get an email from them, you know, some nice stuff, some content, some tips, maybe, you know, some information about their products that they sell, which is cool because you like them, so that's okay. But then you get this email from them that's totally not in their voice. It's, you know, totally, how you can explain it, but it's kind of like, you know, in that standard format of really hypey and totally doesn't sound like something they'd even say to you. So what is an affiliate email? Okay, so emails that promote someone else's products or services for a commission. Okay, so obviously what's happened is this fellow or person or lady or guy has signed up for an affiliate program, or maybe they're friends with this person in real life, and they go ahead and they create and they get asked to promote, you know, an upcoming product or service, which is fine. So that's what an affiliate email is, anyways. It's obviously, you know, somebody else promoting a product or service that isn't theirs to their email list. And so let me stop for a second. Let's talk about why should you actually send affiliate emails, because there is a time and a place and a good reason to do them. So contests. Just the other night I was at an event in Vancouver where Roger Killian and Monica Guy and some other people were teaching how to run proper contests as part of your affiliate effort. And when you're in a contest, maybe there's a great prize you want to get. Maybe it's just a bravado of saying, hey, I was one of the guys that got the top of the leaderboard. Contests, you know, are really cool. Relationships. Another thing, say you're at, you know, some kind of big JV event, or you're at some kind of a live workshop or something like that, and you run into somebody and they'd be a great fit for your audience, you'd be a great fit for theirs. There's a really good synergy going on there. So, you know, definitely you might want to consider doing some kind of a joint venture email with them. So that's another good reason to send an affiliate email. And, you know, what if there's a chance that, you know, you're in a situation where you're in between your product launch and, you know, and another product or another content piece coming out, and you just want to make some money, right? So affiliate emails might be a great thing for temporary cash as well. But at the end of the day, let's just talk about why do affiliate emails destroy relationships, and how can we do it the right way? So first off, if you send something that isn't written in your voice, it doesn't sound like you, doesn't sound like what they're used to getting, and they get turned off by this hypey, you know, thrown together email that isn't even necessarily what the affiliates would send their own lists, and it just gets blasted. Obviously, people can get really frustrated by that. And so they might expect that that's what they're going to get from you on a regular basis, and they may unsubscribe. So it's pretty obvious why they'd, might ruin relationships. Let's talk about how you do affiliate emails the right way, and how do you do them in such a way that people love and appreciate getting them, right? So first of all, you have to write it yourself, right? Take the emails, the swipe files that the affiliate gives you, and try and take your own spin on them. Make it a conversation with your list. Tell them why you chose to send this to them, why you think they would really enjoy it or appreciate getting it. Tell them how you met that person. Maybe even let them in on the contest, or let them in on the relationship, or the fact that your particular product isn't coming out for a while. We talked about temporary cash. Maybe you should mention that, hey, you know what, we're about 6 weeks from our next product, but this is something I thought you could really enjoy in the meantime. Be honest that it is an affiliate program, that you're going to get something out of it. I mean, a lot of people who follow you and really like you have no problem, joining you in, a recommendation, and knowing that you're going to benefit from it as well. But the other thing is segment your email list, right? So if you do send, if you have to send a series of 3 emails for an affiliate program, for example, it's not a bad idea to look at who opened the first, or maybe even the first and second, and if they ask you to send a third, maybe send it to all the people who really liked the first one, right? Send it to all the people who opened or clicked on the first message, or the second message that you sent those affiliates. So last part, I want to tell you a secret copywriting method that makes writing these pieces super easy. So, even if you do choose to just reword one of the affiliate emails that they've handed you, using this formula will make those emails really exciting and interesting. It's called the Problem Agitate Solve, or PAS method. Okay, so the PAS method means that you literally start off by identifying something that the product or service, or that this particular person you're promoting is kind of known for solving. Then agitate it a little bit by really digging into the kind of issues that come up when you let a problem like this persist, and then talk about why you're recommending it to them, and what you would, and how this product could potentially solve that thing. But anyway, so bottom line, there's nothing wrong with sending affiliate emails to your list, but when you use the standard copy that everybody else is using, in fact, one of my clients recently did this, and my concern, in fact, I saw it happening in a lot of the email inbox tools, was that so many other people were using the same swipe file that it was getting flagged by spam filters all over the place, because they recognized this was going out exactly the way it was written from the affiliate company. There's these things in email systems called Bayesian filtering. Sorry about that. So Bayesian filtering is basically this thing that learns what you say, and learns all the words that are getting used. And if it's seeing the same things over and over again, let's say it's getting mailed to 50,000 or 100,000 email lists, it's going to detect that may or may not be spam. Long story short, affiliate emails, they're definitely not a bad thing, but you just want to be careful that you try and keep it about a relationship between you and your list, because who wants to burn out an email list? Who wants to make people think that you don't care? One of my favorite people who's amazing at writing affiliate emails that totally don't feel like you're being pushed or promoted to is a guy named Jason Moffat. He has a podcast called the Prophet Moffat. Anyway, you should go check that out. Check out his emails. Maybe I'll post one of these days. I'll give a shout out for a specific email that was really well worded. But anyway, so that's the end of the podcast for today, which I'll be also mentioning later how to turn a Facebook Live into a podcast, which is totally cool that I figured out how to do that. Next episode teaser. So next episode I'm going to be talking about the ultimate story format. We're talking about everything that makes Hollywood blockbuster films to ageless, timeless stories, copied by hand and placed in every single library for centuries. What makes a compelling story? What makes something that people tell for years and years? And what makes someone pay attention to until the final climax? But most importantly, how can you use that in your marketing to get better results? Right? So don't forget to sign up to the newsletter and check out Email Expert Podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Email Expert Podcast. To get your free guides, templates, and more, join us at www.emailexpertpodcast.com.